Hi. I think it's ridiculous that this is actually a dress and I'm wearing it because like it looks kind of like a shirt but like it doesn't, you know? Like I'm really running out of clothes to wear on YouTube, I'm sorry. And secondly, whenever I wear this lipstick I always get like a billion bajillion comments like, what lipstick are you wearing? And like, it's this. It's a NYX lip lingerie in Exotic, I think. If you wanted to know, that's that. So today I'm doing a part 2 of conspiracy theories you have not heard of. If you have heard of some of these, I'm really sorry for wasting your time. You have a lot of time in your hands, as do I. Yay, high five. And the reason I'm calling it more conspiracy theories you haven't heard of is because, sure, you may have heard of some of the conspiracy theories, but I want to like try and go a bit more in depth. I want to show like some alternative theories to the conspiracy theories, if you know what I mean, not like the classic like meh ones. And I asked some people like, what conspiracy theories like do you want me to talk about? What conspiracy theories do you know of but not know much actually about? And here are the ones that they wanted me to talk about. So yeah. So the first conspiracy theory I want to talk about is the possible explanations for what's going down in the Bermuda Triangle. If you haven't heard of the Bermuda Triangle, there is almost 100% chance you're actually living in Osama bin Laden's secret mountain base. In that case, it's a triangle shaped area in the middle of the ocean that stretches from Florida to Bermuda to Puerto Rico and then back to Florida. When I was younger I used to be absolutely obsessed with the Bermuda Triangle and I would watch like documentaries about it and stuff, and I used to just like scare myself. Who needs sleep? Not me. Anyway, some like crazy stuff goes down in the Bermuda Triangle, like planes and boats go missing and they sink, people die, boatloads of people die, planes just disappear out of the sky, compasses stop working, and it's a birthplace of Jacob Sartorius. Wait, never mind. It's just like a really terrible place that you should avoid. You know, like those chicken places that you see in like really hoodish areas that are like, instead of KFC, it's like ZFK, you know? And I'm like, I know what you're doing, like, you know? It's like one of those places you should avoid. Like, I don't want E. coli. Also, can I just quickly point out that people take cruises to Bermuda. People take cruises to literally this place which is like historically known for like lots of crazy stuff happening to boats. Like, yeah, that terrifies me. Not today, Satan. Anyway, all sorts of like Illuminati scientists, people have come up with like different theories of what's going on in the Bermuda Triangle, and here are some of the most like mind messy uppy time warps. The first theory is that the Bermuda Triangle contains rips in the space-time continuum, and when planes and boats travel through these rips, they come out in the same place but like in a different time, either in the past or the future. Yeah, so kind of like a time machine. And I hate to be that bitch, but this whole like Mandela effect thing has like become like some big thing recently, and I thought things like this, these like rips in time, why couldn't they be the cause of like some of the changes we've witnessed? You know, if someone's gone back in time, it's gonna change a lot. And like, I feel like I'm gonna get those people that are gonna be like, well, we'd know if they'd like travel back in time, because they'd be like, hey bitches, I've traveled back in time, like save me, like man. The sad truth is that if someone come up to you and told you there was a time travel, you'd probably be scared. You probably wouldn't believe them, and if they went shouting it from the rooftops, they'd probably be put in prison or a mental hospital. So yeah, I've kind of gone off on a tangent, but that is like one of the explanations for what could be going on in the Bermuda Triangle. Like, people could be going through time warps and disappearing, you know, and only the people that have been through them could know the truth. Also, I'm really struggling to say the Bermuda Triangle today. It might be because of my braces. I'm getting these off soon. The next one is my favourite, and that is that the lost city of Atlantis lies underneath the Bermuda Triangle, like right in the middle. If you don't know what the city of Atlantis is, in the simplest terms, it's basically that city that, you know, Little Mermaid's from, and she tries to escape and she like gets her limbs cut off or something. Or was it like her throat? I don't know. I haven't watched it in ages. The octopus lady like punished her for trying to escape, or I don't know. Anyway, Atlantis was supposedly a city that existed around 9,600 BC. Whoa, I've got my facts right. It was said to have like so much technology that like our modern stuff couldn't even compare to it. And I bet their iPhone chargers didn't break after a week, huh? However, one catastrophic, I love that word, event was said to have wiped out the whole city in just a day and a night, and it was submerged underwater, right in the middle of the Bermuda Triangle. And people have said that leftover radiation and technology could like interfere with the mechanics and the compass systems and navigation systems of boats and planes, which causes them to fail and sink under the water. However, the Bermuda Triangle's ocean floor is like so deep, like really deep, like daddy deeper, that it makes the investigation into what's actually down there nearly impossible. So there you go. Sorry, left unanswered. Cliffhanger. The next one is one that I 110,000% believe, but maybe not for these reasons. And it's that the US government faked the moon landing. I'm sure you've heard of this. Around 20% of American surveys do believe that the moon landing was fake. But then you know like the reasons behind it, the reasons that people think this. If you do, I'm so sorry. If you don't, then here's why. And also NASA has debunked a lot of these theories that people have come up with. So if you want me to do a separate video like debunking conspiracy theories, that would be a really cool idea, so let me know. My personal opinion is that I do think that the moon landing was faked. However, I don't necessarily think it was faked due to these reasons, but I think that they do have good reason to fake it, if you know what I mean. The first one is the waving flag. When Neil Armstrong pulled the flag out of the little tube and stuck it in the ground, it was said to be seen waving like in the wind, like as a flag would. However, the only problem with this is there's no air on the moon. The moon doesn't have an atmosphere really, so bitch, riddle me that, Neil. Again, NASA has tried to like debunk this one, but whether you want to believe that is up to you. The next one is that there was no impact crater. Now, the moon is covered in a lot of like fine lunar dust, so if something was to land on it, a lot of that would be displaced. But in a lot of images that you see of like their little capsule thing landing on the moon, nothing has moved, seemingly. The next one is an unexplained object. In one photograph of the astronauts on the moon, there was an object in a reflection of one of the astronauts' helmet thing. And a lot of people have said this looked a lot like studio lights hanging from a ceiling. I guess they kind of look like studio lights, but I wouldn't know because I'm cheap and I don't really have any of them. I use a lamp. But why would there be a studio light, you ask? I don't know, maybe because it was filmed in a studio, you idiots. Okay, there are many more. I could like really elaborate on this, but I'm not going to because I feel like a lot of people might know about this one and don't need more information. But if you want me to do a debunking video, then that would be lit AF. Okay, moving on. The last one I'm going to be talking about is the chemtrails conspiracy theory. Chemtrails are basically, you know when you see a plane in the sky and it has that like little air poop coming out the back of it, like in a stream, you know, like behind it. Yeah, well, like, it's actually the Illuminati trying to kill us, like, sorry. Well, like, kind of. The chemtrails theory is a theory that these trails are being sprayed out the back of the planes and are sort of like spraying biological or chemical agents over us. Some people believe that the purpose of these chemtrails might include psychological manipulation to like, hey, vote for Hillary, you know, like human population control, like, kill us off, why don't you? We don't have rights. Weather modification, I mean, like, that's not really a bad one, is it? And other health problems. So you know how they say like certain like radiation, certain chemicals can cause things like cancer, heart problems, you know, things like that. They might be giving it to us directly through a plane. However, there have been things like coming out against this one saying that if a chemical was to be dropped from that high, like such a high altitude, it would just be dispersed and would probably just disintegrate by the time it reached the earth, but that's just what they're saying, you know, like, you never know, like. So yeah, believe what you want. My thing with conspiracy theories is that don't completely disregard them. However, don't get too involved in them and say, this is the truth, because you will look insane. But we're never going to truly know the answers unless the Illuminati comes to us themselves. So I hope you liked that video where I shared some of my favourite conspiracy theories with you, and I hope you learned something new. I think the chemtrail one is one that's slightly more like lesser well known. So yeah, do with that information what you will. I hope you enjoyed this, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. I'm doing a giveaway. It ends on September the 13th and it's like my last video, so if you want to watch it then go and watch it. Like if you don't, you don't have to. Like I don't care, I'm not gonna make you do it if you don't want to do it. So yeah, I'll see you some other time. Like, comment and subscribe and follow me on Instagram, Twitter and Snapchat. It's all like the end thing. I'm getting so good at this like outro. And yeah, bye.